So we are doing the first class of the month, which means we do our form. So we're going to go through a little warm up, and then I'm going to move over to the corner and move across the floor as they do in the traditional form. If you don't have space, you can still do all of the same movements, just doing the back and forth without stepping. You can also still do it seated, use your chair. But if you do want to follow along with the traditional form, make sure you have some room to either side to move around a little bit. All right, we're going to get started. Finding our center, getting our feet rooted down into the ground, taking just a moment to connect with where we are today. Feet hip width apart, soften your knees, tuck that tail under just a little bit, stretch up through the crown of your head, and then take a second, reach your hands out, maybe close your eyes, and take a nice deep breath in. Let it all out. Let's do that again. Nice deep breath in. And then nice and big and loud, let it all out. One more here. Be big, take up a lot of space, big size. And then from here, just rock a little forward and back, finding that center point where your feet are balanced, equally distributed your weight from front to back. Once you have that, come to center, and then rock a little side to side. Same thing, just find that point where you're equally distributing your weight. Once you have it, come to stillness. From here, we're going to start with syncing the chi. For this one, you're just going to bring your arms up and around like you're giving a big hug, and then turn your palms down and press everything down to your belly. Breathing in as your arms come up and out, and then exhaling as you press everything down. One more, up and out, and then press it all down. Let your arms relax down beside you. From here, we're going to just bring a little gentle movement into our body, starting with a deep breath in, raising our chin, and then out, lowering it down. Inhaling up, and exhaling down, nice and gentle. Just feeling where you are this morning. One more of those. And then coming back to center. Going left to right now. Inhaling as you turn. Exhaling back to the center. And then going the other way. Nice and slow. No need to think about anything. No need to worry about anything. Just breathing and moving. One more here. And then coming back to center, moving into your shoulders, rolling them up by your ears, and then down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Letting everything sink as your shoulders come to the bottom, and then roll the other way. Slow and gentle. One more. Now that we've brought some movement through our upper body, we're going to move into our torso with some nice ringing the gong, swinging your arms side to side. Gentle and slow, just tapping. And then as you take your next inhale, Bring your hands up your ribs, tapping all the way up. And then as you exhale, come back down. Inhaling up, letting your hands hit wherever they want. And exhaling down. One more of those. And then back down. And then coming back to stillness. And back to that sinking the chi. One more time. Breathing in, arms up, opening wide, gathering in big handfuls of energy and pushing them down. Or maybe you're gathering big puffy clouds or handfuls of flowers, whatever you want. It could be a puppy, I don't care. One more. Let everything come to stillness. Reach your hands out actively beside you. One more time, checking in, making sure your body is ready for your practice today. Take a nice deep breath. One more big sigh. And then grab some water and find the edge of your space so that we can start our form. Now, for the traditional form, you do want to start in the corner because you're going to move to the left across the room and then back. So from here, starting with your feet together, your first movement is to take a step with your left foot out to the side. Then opening the door, floating your hands up. And as they float down, sink your whole body down just a little. From here, holding that big ball, stepping your left foot in, step out, we're parting the wild horse's mane. And we do that 3 times, stepping the back foot up, and then that foot goes out. And then one more. Beautiful. From here, stepping that foot forward, holding the ball, and then sinking back for white crane spreads its wing. Beautiful. Moving from here, big circles facing forward, and then going into brush knee. We're going to do 3 of those as well. So stepping your back foot forward, hands circle around, brush knee, and then one more. And brush knee. From here, your back foot comes forward and your hands come under, landing on your front heel for play the lute. Beautiful. That's the end of the first section of the traditional form. You guys have done this with me before. So from here, we're just going to roll straight into the second section. So next up, we have Repulse Monkey. Your hand comes back, opens nice and wide, and then slides forward. And then again. And again. And then last one. Beautiful. From here, your left hand comes in, your left foot comes in, hold the ball, and then stepping to the left for grasping the sparrow's tail. Hands come up, hands pull through, press forward, pull back, and push. Beautiful. Coming all the way around, holding the ball on the other side, and going the other way with grasping the sparrow's tail. Hands pull through, pressing forward, pulling back, and push. Beautiful. From here, you're going into hands wave like clouds, but then you're transitioning into your single whip. So make that hook, other hand comes up under the elbow, stepping to the left, like you're looking in a mirror, and then you press. Perfect. moving back into hands wave like clouds with those side steps. So as you're going to the left, you step left. As you're going to the right, your feet come apart again. 3 steps here, so we got 1 more. And then moving into another single whip, make that hook, turn and push. That's the end of section 2. So from here, we're going to start back over and go through that a little bit smoother, and then we'll add on to the second half. There are 4 sections total. All right, come back into your corner, take a deep breath. From here, stepping out, hands float up, sink everything down. Hold the ball, stepping out, parting the wild horse's mane. And again. And again. And then last one. Coming into white crane flashes its wings. You know what? If you make a mistake, it's not a big deal. Roll your hands around. Brush knee. Stepping up. Roll your hands around. Brush knee. And last one. Brush knee. Stepping the back foot forward, sinking back for that, playing the lute. And then rolling straight in to Repulse Monkey. 4 of these total. This one's number 3. And then number 4. Beautiful. From here, holding the ball, grasping the sparrow's tail, pulling it through, pressing it forward, pulling back, and push. Coming around, holding the ball for the other side, grasping the sparrow's tail, pulling it through, pressing it forward, pulling back, and pushing. Transitioning into the beginning of hands wave like clouds, and then right into that single whip, making your hook, push, and then back into hands wave like clouds for those steps across. That's number 2, and then 1 more. And then back into that single whip again and push. Beautiful. So from here to go into the next part of the form, you're going to transition into pat high on the horse. So sit back on that leg. One hand comes up face height, the other hand down by your hip. Beautiful. And then from here, stepping forward, coming in for that heel kick. So pick that knee up, right leg goes out, right hand goes out, everything comes back in, set it down, and box the ears. Turning to the back corner, left heel kick. So left knee comes up, left hand and foot extend forward. Everything comes back in, snake through the grass. So put that foot out nice and wide. Head of the snake, tail of the snake, transitioning across. Drag that foot up behind you, and then move straight into rooster stands on one leg. Setting that foot down, stepping out, snake through the grass on the other side. Drag that foot up behind you, straight into rooster stands on one leg. Beautiful. From here, hold the ball, step out, arm comes up, other hand pushes forward. For fair lady works the shuttle. Transitioning to the other side, hold the ball. Your left hand comes up this time, Right hand pushes forward. Beautiful. From here, we're moving into needle at the bottom of the C. So sink back onto that back leg. Right elbow draws up. And then you're pushing straight down towards the ground. From here, sliding forward, hands come up for fan in the back. Beautiful. Now, this is the tricky part. Turning, your hands come around, right arm comes under, and then you step, coming out for that deflection. Left foot comes up to meet, and you parry, and then left foot steps out, and you punch. Perfect, you got it. From here, your left hand slides under, and they spread apart, pull back, and push. Beautiful. Turning forward, hands come all the way around, up and under, arms cross, and then separate, and then sink down to close the door. Step that foot back in, and that's the complete form. You guys did fantastic today. That's, I think, the first time we've gone all the way straight through it. That was awesome. We will break down some of the individual movements in class over the next few weeks so that we can get them a little bit smoother, especially the transitions in the second half of the form. I know we haven't practiced those a lot, but we will, so stay tuned. In the meantime, grab some water, congratulate yourself on doing the entire 24 count Yang style form, and then we're gonna do our closing. Beautiful, bring it back in. Find that center position again. Take a nice deep breath. And another big sigh, let it all out. It's a sighing kind of day. It really is. Helps open the lungs. All right, let's sink the chi a little more. Bring the arms up. Nice big hug. Press everything down. Arms come up. Hug it in. Press down. One more here. Floating your hands into the center of your chest. We're going to do 3 expansion and contraction breaths. Expanding, arching back even a little for a tiny back bend, and then contracting forward as you exhale. Working through that back. Loosening up anything that you might have found while you were doing your form. Any tight spots. Beautiful. Keeping your hands in the center of your chest. We're going to move into our circle breathing. Inhaling up and exhaling down and in. Letting your breath and your movement match each other. Letting one follow the other. Whichever one takes the lead for you is fine. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Close your eyes here if it feels comfortable, and start to let your breath return to its normal, natural rhythms. Not trying to follow anyone else or take any extra deep breaths, just letting your body do what your body does. Beautiful. Couple more cycles here. And then when you finish your next round, keep those hands into your chest, push everything out, and float those hands down. One more time, finding that center of balance, reaching your hands out energetically, reaching up through the crown of your head. And again, if it's comfortable here, close your eyes. Keeping your own natural rhythms of breath. Start to think about where your breath is going. Try to feel it going all the way down behind your belly button, expanding your abdomen. And then imagine that with each breath, you're bringing in that warm, bright energy. The energy of the puffy clouds, the flowers, the puppies, whatever you were using for your chi, that same bright energy is with each breath filling you more and more. Spilling over that little spot behind your belly button, dripping all the way down into your legs, your feet, your toes, filling up through your lower body, past your hips, past your ribs, all the way up into your shoulders, and then down into your arms, your hands, your fingertips, then up into your neck and your head, swirling around, warm and gentle, soothing and relaxing everything that it touches, smoothing out any aches and pains, softening any places where you're holding tension, relaxing that little space between your eyes, melting everything down, nice and soft. One more breath here. And then open your eyes. And I thank you for coming to play with me today. I will see you guys next week. Carry that warm, bright energy with you all through your day. And I hope that you have a wonderful week.